Hey, it's Edge here, and today we're taking a look at technical analysis for THORCHAIN with ticker RUNE. First, we're taking a look in some classical technical analysis, and after that I'm going to show you a couple of different Elliott Wave counts. If you don't know what Elliott Wave theory is, there is a link on screen right now and another one in the description of the video if you would like to learn the basics. Without further ado, let's jump into the classical technical analysis. So first, let's check out some levels. Now, we're currently on weekly time frame, and these are the levels that I've got here for you. So ever since around the May 2021 area, all-time high at $21.25, we've been just ranging sideways. The point of control here around $4, giving us the highest volume of this range, lines up really well with the current monthly, and just below it with the value area low of this range we have the weekly at around $3.50, providing another support area. Closest support areas, let's go back to daily, let's have a look, and we can see that the closest areas we got a daily level at $6.32 and another daily here at $9.80. Range value area high for this whole range is around the $8.92. We can see that this support below us, $6.30 area, has also that daily and a retracement level of Fibonacci retracement level of 0.5, giving us some support as well. The current weekly also providing some support right now with the close area for the 382 retracement as well. Let's check out some RSI and MACD. Actually, before that, let's check out these. Yeah, let me close the. Okay, so we basically just reverted price action from this 200 EMA, just dancing around now. Currently with the this is the 50 EMA, yeah, and yeah, still below those. High time frame, this looks pretty good, but if we revert here, we're coming back down hard. On RSI, let's see, we are coming down pretty low already. As we see, the pump here has taken us quite a lot of price action, and we're just around that 38.2 retracement level, while on RSI we've already retraced 90% of this move. So another pump could be coming if we manage to get down below here, the oversold area. Then we could have some kind of divergence happening between these lows. Currently, let's see, there is actually already some divergence between this one and this one, so that is probably why it is already pumping quite well. Histogram on MACD is starting to round towards the positive side. Again, MACD is really late on these signals. The signal for sell was around here, when the price had already plummeted 22%. So I would use MACD again for confirmation of previous moves, if even that. For volume wise, when zooming out, the current volume is just non-existent. Unsure what is going on here. Maybe in some other exchanges there might have been some better volume, but this one is from Ascendex, so that could be the reason. But again, this chart had the most what is this, price history behind it, so that's why I rolled up with it. Now, is there anything else? I think that's all I wanted to share on on the basic or classical technical analysis. So let's jump into some corrections that I found. So basically these are the corrections that were major enough for me to pay attention first when looking at this chart before creating an Elliott Wave count. So here we had 72%, another 72%, 85, 83, and this again currently is around the 86 from these highs to these lows, like so. Keeping that in mind, we have a couple different time frame or couple different high time frame counts. First one is saying that this is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. The 4 is very well getting to the 382 retracement area and is not overlapping with wave 1. This is perfectly fine. The wave 4 retracement area is perfect, and the only thing I don't like about this count is that wave 3 is not nowhere near at the 1.618, although it doesn't need to be, as this is highly leveraged area and very exponential market. We can see, let's see if I can actually use this auto, we can see this kind of pattern in arithmetic scale. With our logarithmic scale it looks super high and just blows all these areas off of the charts. So as mentioned, it is still valid, well valid, and the jump from here from 2 to 3, 2800%. So yep, a lot. The highest move here is again on the 5th wave, and we got 6400%. That sounds pretty good. I'd take that. Another wave structure that would and could be possible is again this one, 1, 2 and primary, making the 3rd wave still and 4th wave to come after that. This would assume that we have managed to get some kind of low here or are still making a low. If we are still making lows, this doesn't seem to be too appealing, as the wave 4 has taken so much more time already than wave 2. So that is something to keep in mind if this continues to move sideways. Was there something else? Yeah, I guess the retracement is close to 0.5 area already, so it is very well coming down, but it still hasn't gone above the 0.5 retracement, which is almost basically the limit, sort of, but not really. So this could again be something else completely, having the wave 5 complete up here. This could be wave 2, as the corrections here were already over 80%. Now, this is one way we get up here, so I'm just going to use this one. Either of them is fine. We can manage a few ways to get up here. This is one I placed and it seemed to work out just fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got nice divergence between these peaks and it works. Not really much needed to get into here, other than we see it as an impulsive wave. The degrees are missed here just because I had been playing with this one here, and again it doesn't really matter which degrees they are, as we're just labeling them here. So that's the way we get into the end of this move, whichever degree, and yeah, whichever degree it is. Now, I had this idea here first when I was looking at higher time frame count, saying that this is ABC obviously, 2 ABC into 3, 4, 5, and higher time frame this plays out very well. However, there's some issues, so that is why I'm using this instead. Let's go into 4 hours so I can show you some issues that we had. So again, overall, ABC C is hitting the 1.236 extension very well, and here was the issue that we had, or I had, with the diagonal. So the diagonal says that this should be 3 waves, while this part here looks like it is 5 waves. The wave 1 for diagonal could be again a diagonal, and this could be also a diagonal, but again this looks like 5-way move here. It subdivides perfectly as a 5-way move, and therefore I wouldn't like to see a diagonal here. I'm not going to get 5-way move into here, into this third wave. This could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was looking at this structure belonging into this leg first, so I was thinking about this structure here, and it still could be that this is a 3-way move with another move here, like so, and connecting this move to this move, which would be fine. But again, I couldn't make this structure into 5 waves, and that is why I'm not liking this diagonal at all. I like this much better with a zigzags in mind. Actually, this is not ABC, this should be, actually now I'm seeing issue as well. No, it's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. So 5, 3, 5. Yeah, that is perfect. And that is the way we get down here. Now there are these wicks on this Ascendex exchange, and we can see this is FTX, and we don't see those wicks. Now FTX has another set of wicks elsewhere, as we see majorly here, and somewhere else as well. But just keep in mind that these are not, all of the wicks are not in play here. So this again here was how we got up to this point. It looks like clear 3-way move, a zigzag, ignoring this wick and ignoring that wick here, and this gives us a retracement back to the areas of 0.9, so 90% move retraced here, meaning that it is valid for a flat. That being said, we are assuming the last wave to be 5 waves, and here it works out pretty well. We get 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Wave 3 hits the 1.618 exactly, and let's see, what is this? I guess this is just one extension. Oh yeah, okay, never mind about that yet. This in a bit wrong folder, but yeah. Anyway, this count assumes that this structure at the bottom is still in play with this whole move here. Now I have a different count a bit later where the C ending is ending here, and I think that is what this is related to. Again, this gives us this correction saying that a move has ended completely here, and now we would be expecting move higher. Now that leads us to this end here, and we can be starting to analyze the structure here. To me this looks like a pretty good 5-way move, although it is not perfect. I managed to squeeze this kind of weird looking count into it, but I really don't like it, to be honest. This looks like impulsive wave for sure, this first one, and this second part here is hard to say. Again, I managed to squeeze some kind of count in, but it is not pretty. The 1.618 extension of this 1 to 2 is all the way up here. This definitely hasn't invalidated anything, but it's just not looking really nice. although this here looks pretty good, but with the extensions in mind it doesn't. On arithmetic scale is again really good. It hits the 1.618 perfectly here, or just a bit short of this target here that I had placed. I still like to look at on logarithmic scale, as we were looking for this chart all over with the logarithmic chart as well. But yeah, it is possible to have that. Another scenario is this, where we have this 1, 2, and this instead would be 3. This is where we would have that 1.618 just barely tagged here, and let's see if we have some kind of other confluence around that area. Well, 2.618 is there, which would give us some kind of a possible for arithmetic scale as well. Invalidation again on 1, so if wave 4 dumps down below here, we will forget this count. Now, if this is a completed move, we would be expecting this price to come down to these areas. Currently we're sitting at the 382, but again the 0.5 and the golden pocket would be something that we would be expecting more likely on this wave 2, if it is wave 2. On arithmetic scale we've already hit the 0.5, which is qualifying it for another impulse up if it chooses to go. For this to go, we would need Bitcoin to go up as well. So just keeping that in mind while we're looking at all these alts, we need Bitcoin to do something at least. It doesn't need to be a full bull run on itself. It just needs to be somewhat good looking chart, I guess, and not just dumping all the time. So those were the two bullish scenarios, and let's check out some bearish ones. Now this C wave on this count could be pulled down here. Now this is saying again we had the B wave here, saying 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and this time instead of the 1, 2, 1, 2, we would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, making this an ending diagonal. We are really close to the 854 here, but it doesn't really add anything value here. So I'm just going to remove it. I'm not sure, I can't remember why I placed that there. The wave C is ending below or before the 1.618 extension, and this is actually the inverse of the 4. So this is the area where we expect wave 5 to end. Wave 1, where is this guy? Did I move this? Nope. Okay, I guess the targets for this one is way below, around here, so on the minus territory. So I guess I was on a logarithmic chart, that's why it looked so weird. Okay, there we go. Let's get back into the into the semi-logarithmic chart. Now these targets probably make more sense. So wave 4 inverse area around here, it just barely hit the 1.618, which is fine. The extension for the whole move without any extensions is met as well perfectly, with the 1.618 here perfectly on the on the third wave. Then the wave 1 extension for the 1.618 length is perfectly hit as well, giving this quite a lot of like good targets hit, I guess I would say, and this would make this C a real possibility to end early here instead of here. Now the count forward from here would be something like this. It would take a lot more time than the one that we've just seen. This would say that we've already possibly hit the C wave. Now, what makes this really not likely is the extension here. The extension here is from the start of A move, then to B and C. This is making an expanded flat. So the 2.618 is usually the highest we would like this to go. And this has gone to around 3, which is really unlikely. This is the reason I really don't like about this count. It's just because of the extension. Let's have a look actually. Yeah, this looks even worse on arithmetic scale. Let's forget that. But yeah. Again, it would be possible to place 5 waves here. But this whole bearish scenario would mean that this first move was just an A wave or a X wave of this whole move to come. We would be expecting 3 waves down and then pump into B. And then a huge dump to the C with 5 waves, a really impulsive one. And depending on how high we get, we can measure that target later. But yeah, those are the 2 basic bullish and bearish scenarios, a couple of different variations on both, and I think that's all I wanted to share today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have another coin you would like me to analyze, or a stock, whichever you would prefer, let me know down in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.